Woo, baby, we're back with another brand new episode of the DGDR podcast. I'm here with the boys, Jimbo and Todd. And Coach Mike will be joining us here shortly. How's it going, boys? It's early morning.
Going.
You know,
It's actually early morning.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
Jesus.
4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I got about five and a half.
Damn.
That's my usual is not 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm dragging ass a little
Yeah, I'm usually about
bit.
6.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's beautiful Monday morning though.
Beautiful out there.
Gorgeous.
Can you believe we're recording live right now?
Live.
Monday morning, 6 o'clock.
54 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Wow.
62
Love it.
here. 62, which is doable.
Yep.
But there's a little bit of sunshine, or a little bit of cloud cover, so it's a little muggy.
Sunny and a high of 72 today.
Ooh. Damn, that's
Yep.
perfect. That is
Oh,
perfect.
Dude, the last fucking couple days, we've had the best fucking weather.
Oh, I
Low
love when that
50s at
happens.
night,
Right.
low 70s during the day.
Oh, so I wish it could just be that year round.
Partly
And
cloudy.
we'd be living in San Diego.
Partly cloudy, 80 degrees today.
Woo.
Cloudy, 80 degrees. That's right, everybody. Let's go to the traffic guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Chad, how's that traffic doing?
Northbound seems jammed, bumper to bumper. So if you're heading to the beach, you want to leave early.
Right?
You know, if you're headed into the city, you need to watch that A5 carriageway. It
Woo.
is packed today.
And sports on the 15. Sean, how we doing there? How did the USA Olympic team do?
Ooh, gold, baby. We got that gold. The men's basketball team got gold. Didn't watch, but
Neither
I
did
saw it
I.
on the Instagrams.
Did Steph Curry have some shot?
Dude, he
that
like
maybe-
fucking, I heard he went off. He went off in
Oh,
the
did he?
fourth
Okay.
quarter and just was fucking bombing threes.
Oh, was he?
That's what I heard.
Well, it's like they were holding. It's like they were holding back through the early rounds because.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, well, once or twice where it was a lot closer. Than it should have been.
There was a couple times, yeah.
I still don't think pros should fucking play in
Nope,
it. I think
I
it
do
should
not
be
either.
collegiate.
College.
Yep,
Yeah.
This is the problem, though. The rest of the world,
The
throws their
Europeans
pros
are
out there.
pros.
Yeah.
They are. But I do. I still think it should be collegiate players.
I do.
You know, representing. And
Yeah.
you guys hear about
Oh.
that breakdancing?
Did you see
Oh.
that? Did you see that amazing Australian female breakdancer?
No.
Hello.
There he
Oh,
is,
good
Coach
morning.
Mike. Live.
Say, I heard you had a hard night last night and you just woke up. It's okay.
Little party
It's a
time.
rough one.
Excellent.
Oh, dude, this bitch made a mockery of fucking.
Did she? I'm gonna have
No,
to find
it
it.
I didn't even
it
know it
is-
was a girl or a guy, but Jimbo said
I
it was a
didn't
girl.
know it was breakdancing. I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, what the fuck is it, like interpretive dance?
What is
Hell
it
It
like?
was like, no,
I heard it was the
Olympic
first and
Olympic
last year.
breakdancer.
They won't
Oh
bring it
my
back.
Mockery.
She's like on the floor, on her side, like doing like the
Open.
inchworm.
Definitely
no.
YouTube that or
Right.
Oh my gosh, one of the
If you want
funniest
a good
things
laugh.
ever. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you want a good laugh.
Oh
Oh.
man.
Oh, I can't believe that is in the Olympics. That is
Yeah.
what the fuck. They do have skateboarding,
Well,
right? Skateboarding.
Yeah, I mean, if it was maybe good breakdance, but this person just made a mockery.
No, there was
of it.
some there was some great breakdancing. There
It's
was
not-
some really
Dancing
good
is not a sport. I'm sorry. Like
Oh, no. Break-
it's a hobby. It's an
Breakdancing is,
enjoyment.
though.
It is.
Yeah.
breakdancing
You got to be
is
athletic
crazy.
as fuck
Yeah.
to do that stuff, to be good at it.
Oh, yeah.
And this person didn't have a fucking athletic bone in their
No.
fucking body.
No, they were
Right.
like, "Oh, crikey, we need to have somebody for this event. Quick, grab Gloria. She'll
World cruelly mocks
saw
Aussie's
her at the
breaking
last
performance
meeting?
in Paris.
Oh, is that what the headline
Yeah,
says?
for
Yes,
Fox
mock-
Sports
yes.
Australia. For Fox
Mock-
Sports.
yes. Mocking is correct. Everybody should mock her and mock them.
After
Yes,
sport
yeah.
is debuted for the first time, and it's probably its last
It's gonna be the
time.
last. Yeah. After that, fucking
Don't bring that
debacle.
shit back.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna have to watch that though.
Oh, dude,
Like,
it's
yeah.
funny.
I'm gonna watch
Like
it right
you watch
now.
the,
Yeah,
you actually
smoke 'em
watch
all-
the
smoke 'em
I'm
all.
gonna
professionals.
watch it right now.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
what-
watch it right now.
Watch
Yeah.
it right. Yeah. You watch the professionals, and you're like, "Wow, those guys are good." And then you
Hopefully they
see
show
her
footage.
come out, and she runs around in circles. And
You would think it was an SNL skit or something.
oh yeah, but
Good way to put that. Yeah.
Oh, they don't even show it. They just showed stills. They didn't even show
Oh,
the
they- no,
performance.
you-
you gotta
yeah, no,
look.
you
You,
gotta
can
find-
find it because
Yeah,
it is
it-
ridiculous.
Yeah, the Australia Fox Sports like,
Ridiculous.
oh, we can't even show that. Just show the
Embarrassed.
stills,
Too embarrassing.
right?
Listen,
Yeah.
to our one Australian listener, we apologize for your country.
Yep.
That was
Should have
very
never sent
funny.
her.
Yeah.
Oh
Every
man,
country's got something to apologize for.
Right? Oh.
boy. Oh.
We're sorry about Brian Adams.
Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. What the fuck? What is she doing?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's breakdancing, bro.
In
That's
Australia,
I could do that.
That's.
Boy,
Yeah.
croaky.
Remember,
Throw
it's
another strip on the barbie.
Australia is upside down world.
Oh no, shit.
That's how what breakdancing is in Australia.
Oh my god.
Why? You know what I would do if I was Australia? Just be like, all right, we won't have a woman in breakdancing. That's okay. You know?
Yeah. Our country doesn't qualify.
Right?
Our
No
country doesn't
shit.
qualify, but instead what you do is you grab the secretary for the Australian Olympic Committee and you're like, put on this outfit, head out there. You can't do too bad. And then they're all just like, oh, no.
Oh god.
It looks like my fucking 6-year-old nephew's fucking
No,
dancing.
Right?
no, your 6-year-old nephews
So
are
good.
better. No, guaranteed. Guaranteed. You
Oh my
said,
god.
Oh,
You said
shit.
Sean
watching
kids
the
out
Aussie.
there.
Oh yeah.
I
My
just
son
watched
could
that Aussie
fucking
girl, right? And
run
then the
circles
French,
around
the
her.
French girl, like
Oh.
that she's going against, comes out, and the first thing she does was better than the Aussies everything.
Right. Well, I think Japanese, the Japanese took gold in the B-boys. At least Japanese
They have some
B-girl.
phenomenal dancers.
clinches
They have some
gold.
Phenomenal dancers.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
they
you,
do.
their dance
They
is
can do
amazing
it.
in Japan.
Yeah.
They're known for
Believe it
their
or not.
kabuki
Kabuki.
and breakdancing. That's what the Japanese are known for.
Yeah, they love, dude. They're so good.
They do.
I don't know how the
They
fuck.
are.
They love it.
They're so
Yep.
flexible. They can do the
Well,
craziest
again,
shit.
yeah.
Well, we have to
Strong,
remember that the,
athletic,
and the
5'2".
Japanese are smaller people than us.
Yep.
Like they're all the size of Yuki Tsunoda. They're yes, 5'2". They weigh 100 pounds.
I know they
Yeah.
make me feel tall. That's the
Oh,
great
yeah.
part.
Yeah, they can throw their little bodies around like no.
Dude,
like
that's where I need to go.
business.
Japan.
Yeah, you'd be a giant.
Right?
You'd worship over there.
I just want Sean walking around with his arms out. Like, "Ooh, look at
Giant
I'm a monster.
Godzilla.
Gojira! Gojira!
Somebody just commentated on the Aussie girl, and they're like, "What just happened?"
Embarrassment for an entire continent. That's what that is.
I think
An
that's
entire
brilliant.
continent
That's,
just got embarrassed.
that's like the perfect description. It's just like, what just happened?
Hey,
oh,
you know what? Somebody should start putting a lane from. because it's
that
better.
would be
It's
is.
still better. It's
With
still
the
better than
knobs.
that thing.
like superimposed like that into it. Yeah, like
Oh.
into the is one of the other girls. It's just like
That,
put
that would
that
be a
in
good
there.
meme, Jimbo. That can go
That
viral.
would
I am
be
not that
viral.
talented.
That
I'm
that
not
would
that
actually, if you
talented.
could get that together.
You know,
Yeah,
it
that
would,
would
and
go.
then I'd get sued by Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
No, Jerry's
probably.
cool.
Ugh.
Jerry's
I
cool.
think
No,
Jerry
if
let it slide.
Actually, if it was funny, he wouldn't give a shit if it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would laugh his ass
Oh, he would
off.
laugh. He loves, like he even says, he goes, he loves jokes. Like if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny, regardless of who, even if it's something, it's been taken from something. He's just like, I've laughed. I've seen an interview with him.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's just
No,
like,
he's
like infringement shit. He goes, if it's funny, it's fucking funny.
yeah, because he's
He's a comedian and he understands it's a joke.
Yeah.
The
And
best
not everything
is
has to be taken so seriously. He's not a victim.
But he said, like if it isn't,
yeah. Oh no,
you might
he
be in
is
trouble.
offended by
'Cause now you're looking
unfunniness. He
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
He doesn't have anything to do with most people because they're not funny.
Yeah.
It's the truth. He's like, I really don't like people. They're not funny. But if you are funny, you'll be his friend.
Best friend.
So I watched the British MotoGP race.
Oh,
How was that?
I didn't
And?
see it. I saw the thing for it, but I didn't watch it.
Spectacular.
I thought about it, so I'll have to go and watch that now.
I will just say that again, MotoGP, some of the most exciting racing I've seen.
Oh,
Like
it
it's
is.
and it's not just the guys flying off track and wrecking. Like literally, guys back and forth all over the place, just making crazy moves on 300 horsepower
Wow.
crotch rockets.
The lean
Yeah.
angle these guys
Right.
get, side by
Dude,
side racing.
So scary.
Yeah, terrifying, but
Incredible.
good racing.
Oh yeah, if you can do
Good
that,
racing.
holy shit.
If you get a chance and you have HBO Max or just Max
I'm
now,
putting it on right now as we speak.
Ooh.
put it on. It's like you gotta watch more cycle racing. If you like racing, you have to watch
Yeah,
it.
period. You got to watch GP.
You gotta watch it. It is so good.
It is.
So good. And I think I said that last year too.
Yeah.
I didn't have a spot to watch it until this year. And I
Old
completely
Max.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
So I need to watch
I know.
more
I
races.
haven't watched any. Need to watch
Let's
that one.
see. There was no IMSA this week. Sad.
No
Sad.
IMSA.
I guess everybody's on their summer break.
Yeah.
There's no Indy.
No F1.
I did yesterday since recording on in the morning
Monday.
time on Monday.
This morning time, you got that right.
The only racing there was, I think, was Gran Turismo World Series.
Yep.
I have
And
not watched
Richmond
that.
trucks.
Yeah, I haven't watched either. I need to
They had
watch.
the trucks at Richmond. That was actually really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
NASCAR Truck Series at the Richmond, huh?
Oh yeah, 4 or 5 wide. Fuck, that was
They
insane.
still
Are
run
you
those, huh?
kidding me?
Oh yeah, they were fucking.
Oh
it
yeah,
was-
no, they.
And there was
still
only a couple wrecks. There was a couple yellows from people losing it a bit, like the rear end spinning out or something like that. But it was some pretty good truck driving. They were just fucking sending it. Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, probably one of the best truck
that's
races
great
I've
to
seen in
hear.
a while.
That's
So if you like that
I
stuff-
haven't watched a truck race in a while. Have the trucks actually like do they still look like pickup trucks, or
Yeah.
have they done it to the point where they don't look like pickup trucks?
They're still truckish.
Oh,
They're
that's
still
good.
truckish.
That's
Um,
good.
But they're getting there. They're getting to the edge there.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's it look like? What do they look like in general? Just small
They're a lot.
description.
They're like I would say that like a small truck, almost like looking like a Ford Ranger,
Okay.
but rounding out more to
Yeah.
a sporty car. Not quite anymore. Not
Uh-huh.
quite anymore. Not quite anymore. They're more race car-y than truck than they used to be, but they're still truckish. Kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah,
Probably a lot of Toyota Tacomas.
yeah. Well,
Tacomas.
if you can even call it that, because all they are the badging.
Right.
And they're just sheet metal on the outside of fucking frame. That's universal.
They don't even
basically.
try and look like the truck really anymore.
Eastbound and down.
Woo!
Well, just like
Yeehaw!
NASCAR itself, all the cars look the same except for the fucking sheet metal.
Right, in the
on
front where it
end.
says Toyota.
Yeah, and they kind of shape it just a little bit on the front of the nose, but other than that, they're the same fucking
The
body.
headlight decals.
Yeah, basically, kind of thing to make it look like
I
the
love
front
when they put
bumper of.
those. Yeah. It's just a big decal.
Thanks for some truck talk this morning, Mike. Truck talk.
Duh.
So, what about these races we just had?
You mean in the Gran Turismos this last week?
Bazooka.
Suzuka, that was the
Suzuka,
race.
great
B.
race.
Race
Great
B
race.
was the race to be.
Yeah, I
Or
believe
the 1.5 update has helped a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
And made it more comfortable. The Lamborghini feels amazing.
Ooh.
The Porsche is broken. The Mercedes feels amazing.
The
Porsche
Ferrari
is
feels
broken.
good.
It's not. People are dominating in that car. It's different.
Yeah, the braking.
Plus
Holy
downforce, the
shit.
gearing is different. It's just
I
something
I don't mind the braking. Or
I go
don't
in
mind
too deep.
I don't
I'm
mind
still
the
going
gearing.
way too deep. I'm getting too
But-
hard on the brakes.
There's the going into T1.
Mhm.
It's nearly impossible to control that car into T1. I've tried it.
It's tough. Even the best are having problems in T1.
Yeah. But like the Lambo, you could throw the Lambo into T1. You cannot do that to the Porsche.
A lot of people are still
I
having
think-
issues with the Lambo in turn one.
Really?
The MR cars
It's-
are
Yeah.
MR
Because
cars are
I didn't have
a little,
any.
little
I-
loosey goosey there.
I haven't had any
Yeah, I
issues
think-
with it there. I mean, maybe it's the difference from. I think the Lambo feels more like the old Porsche.
Yeah, the
Busy.
Porsche to me, it's weird. It doesn't feel like bad. It just feels wrong in a way. It's still in a way drivable, but not the same way. The gearing's changed, so you got to change your approach into a lot of corners because you're not in the same gear and RPM range that you used to be to take
Just
a corner
shorter
really
gearing.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they've changed that up, so you really
don't have the
you're
long
almost in
first gear.
between gears now. Yeah, exactly. So
And
you're
now
in
you're going to
between
hit
gears
6
now
on
at
most
times.
straights.
But in the suspension setup and that, I noticed that they've changed it and they've put a lot more the frequency in the front end is a lot higher than the rear, and I think that's causing like weight issue in those long sweepers. And that's where it's really having its problem with like say handling of sorts, like it's understeering, or like in Suzuka, it's the back end is just coming around
Mm-hmm.
because the frequency is too high and the front end is just allowing the uneven balance of the car. Because I've
Yeah.
noticed that in that one, and not a lot in the other ones. Most of them are a lot better than that. So, and they feel the ones that feel good, it's balanced more there. So, I think somebody maybe it could be just a misclick, in numbers, because I don't think it's supposed to be like if you look at it, it's pretty drastic in the differences. And
Well-
I don't think it's supposed to be.
Well, again, they nerfed the shit out of the Mustang. The Mustang wasn't good to fucking begin with. And again, they
Why?
nerfed the shit out of that even
Why?
fucking more.
Why do
Yeah.
they do that kind of stuff? Like it makes no sense. You already have a fairly bad specialist like Plaka. Plaka
Yeah.
hops in the Mustang or in any Ford and he just knows it. Why would
he
you
hasn't been
nerf
driving
it
though,
more?
either.
Yeah, no, he can't because they screwed the car over yet again.
I noticed that, and so the other day when a couple of us were on there driving, doing car testing and that, I actually jumped in the Mustang at Suzuka, and it didn't feel bad at all. It felt actually kind of comfortable to drive, except for it was like 2 seconds slow.
Oh, damn.
You couldn't carry the speed through the S's. Like you could get through them, but you were a lot slower. It doesn't have the top speed. It's slow
Yeah, I
accelerating.
think it's down like
just,
12 horsepower.
It's just slow. Yeah,
And they add
it's
weight.
slow as fuck now.
They
Makes
might
sense.
have, but yeah, they nerfed the
I think
shit
they
out
added
of
a
that
bit of
thing.
weight and took horsepower, but yeah, and it's a good drive. It's just a slow drive now. Like yeah, they should at least taken. They probably should have left the horsepower and taken weight off, and it would probably be somewhat competitive.
How about that Race C?
Didn't even touch it.
That
Mm-mm.
was a smart move, PD.
Did it feel better?
Yeah.
Did anyone try it after the
Well, it was
update?
part of the race at Prague, so
Yeah.
those guys had to do it, and
And
they
the
implemented
track
it for a daily
was.
fee.
I honestly think the track was not the right call for that setup because of the lack of grip. I think
Comfort
they needed
softs.
something that was a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comfort
well, they were trying to
softs,
mimic.
Jesus.
They were trying to mimic like 1965 tires. And
Yeah,
the
on
fact
a
that the tires back there
59-year-old
didn't have
F1 car.
Yeah, it does. Your comfort softs were actually really good tires back then.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the track itself. It's a new track. It's the elevations, the undulate, like I mean, the multiple cutbacks. It's just not the car for that track. If you want to do that car, they should have put it like to really make a throwback like that. Put it on Monza or something like that.
Or they're okay.
Put it
Make it race
somewhere
A.
that
Let's make a race A.
Make it Race A.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could have just copied your Honda racing EMS
All right.
at Spa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like that's what I would say. Do that if you're going to do the classic car with a classic style setup of tires. Put it on a classic track to do the real nostalgic throwback. Put it
Right.
in Monza. Put it at Spa. Put it somewhere that this car would have actually been racing with those tires, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would have done. Like putting it on a new track that people aren't overly familiar with. Maybe they are from the past on that, but like with the new physics and everything else changing, then you put a car on there that's light as fuck, has no feeling to the ground, on tires that have no fucking grip. You fucking raced it. You had lobbies
Yeah.
that were an absolute mix of A plus to C.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, dude, and
I
again,
saw,
lobby's
like,
not
people-
even
most people
full.
were getting
Again,
Bs,
lobbies
but there
with
was
8
Cs in
fucking
some.
people in it, or
Yeah.
7 or
And there
10.
was yeah.
So when
and a
they get the
mix of
numbers
A plus all the
tomorrow,
way down, like so.
or whenever
Exactly.
they
They'll be
get
like,
the
yeah, that was a fucking bunk one.
Yeah.
whenever they get the analytics, they're going to be like, yeah, this one
Did-
shit the fucking
Did anybody
bed big
watch? Did anybody
I
watch the World Series? They saw it. Did
No.
you see the guys driving it? The look on their face. They were
Were they
not
like,
happy.
"Oh,
Like
shit."
they
No, I have not.
they
watched
were
that
just like,
yet.
this is fucking horrible. Like you could tell, like they weren't enjoying it. Whereas, not that they're like all happy on every other track, but you can see that they're into the racing. Whereas with that, they were.
It
just
was a
like,
2-car
"Fuck, this is
race,
ridiculous."
basically.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So it was pretty ridiculous. And I think they're going to get the feedback and be like, yeah, that was stupid. So.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
I
understand. And you know what? And at the same time, though, I'm not defending them, but I can say that, yeah, it was something different.
Yeah.
They tried,
It's
yeah.
just
I
not
want.
the
They
good-
wanted to
yeah,
showcase
true.
their
They-
track.
You tried, but you failed.
yeah,
Good
they
try,
wanted
Make
it.
it then
but-
14 fucking laps, so people aren't waiting
Yeah.
20 fucking minutes to do another race C and
Mhm.
shit like that.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah, they should have made it race.
And
A.
that's again, then the other problem.
yeah.
That was the other problem people had is like, okay, I'm in there, and race B is longer than race C.
Yeah.
Never happens.
Yet okay.
And then on top of that, your scheduling is the same as a regular race C, every half hour or whatnot, right?
All right.
So now you're waiting 20 minutes for a fucking race. Because it was
You
10
are.
minutes,
Yeah,
basically. It
fuck
wasn't even
that.
10 minutes. And race B was like almost 11 minutes. So, and then you're only waiting a couple minutes for race B.
Yeah, you're
So,
waiting
yeah,
5 or
everybody
6
just got race
minutes then
B
to
cycle.
get back into it
Mhm.
again, which was awesome.
Yeah, race B
I
was the shit.
on my
That's great.
second
Gi-
account,
gives you
I
a
gained a
moment for
bunch of
P.
DR.
I did quite a few of those too. A lot of practice on that track, getting feel for everything with the new setup, and I'm feeling good with it.
Hell yeah.
I have a question for you, Todd.
Yeah.
Since the physics change and the updates, whatnot, what has the Mercedes improved in your opinion? Because you know that
to me,
car
it still
more than
felt the
anybody.
same. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I don't have a base that's updated, So to me, it still feels kind of the same. I was able to drop 4/10 on the car, but it still felt the same and everything like that. And then in race, I was doing low 2 minutes. Like I think my best time was a 2 minute dead, but like 2 minute 0.3, 2 race pace, so it improved
Do
a
you
couple
think
times.
that the update? Do you think the update on the wheel on your base and that will change anything though? For
Yeah,
that feel
I
of that
think I'll
car
probably
for you?
be race pace probably a half a second faster, and TT probably
Okay.
3/4 of a second faster would be my
So
guess.
yeah,
Like
so
I should have been in the
would that be
58s. I
overall
should have been a
faster
mid
than it was
58
though?
5. Huh?
Yeah, but like previous to the update though, like do you think that
It felt
that
better
is
than
faster now?
1.49. I guess by time wise, yeah, but I didn't really like feel anything noticeably like, oh shit, the car's turning
Yeah,
in
you're
better
lacking the
or
feel.
under brake. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't really fucking
You're still
tell.
technically fighting it though, right? Because you don't have the feeling. So you're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
almost
yeah.
fighting the car a
Especially
little
low
bit.
speed shit, like like the hairpin. Fuck.
Okay.
But that's in
'Cause
the AMG. It
I
might be a front rear car where
yeah.
in the Lambo taking the hairpin felt fucking fine and shit, and then that MR
Yeah.
car. Um,
Yeah, I was wondering because I think that Mercedes feels absolutely fucking amazing to
yeah,
drive.
I love
Like
it.
it is so good. So I was
And
just
like
wondering
Flock
if it
last night,
actually
he
got a
was
buff
doing
or not.
round robin. He was just picking cars because the Ford GT sucks, the Mustang sucks. He got in the M6. He's like, "Holy fuck, dude, this car feels like I'm cheating." Again, same thing in the GTR. Holy shit, I can brake so late.
Well,
And, like I don't
that's what I
even
was
hear the
finding with the
tire squeal. Nothing.
yeah.
Wow.
That's what I was finding with Mercedes. Like it just felt so good and so fast and overall just steady. And it was just like, man, I'm barely not saying not trying, but I feel like I'm not even doing that great. And it was flying. And like you said the other day, like you hit it just steamrolls the curbs.
It does. It does. I
Like
think
the
it's
Yeah,
fucking
suspension on
bang.
that car is amazing.
The Lambo does not steamroll the curbs. It still
Yeah,
feels
not like
great
the
though.
AMG.
Yeah.
Not like the
Yeah.
AMG.
No. I will say, so I hopped on to test 1.5, and everything are like 1.49. My brake and acceleration felt like it did before. 1.5, I had to go back in and update my pedals.
Yeah.
That's what Sean, you
Because-
did too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
updated my pedals.
And I had to crank up my brake force
Yeah.
to 80.
Yep.
I went from 60 to 80 to get it to feel right. Because otherwise I would barely tap
Touch
the
it
brake
and
and
it's
it's like
full.
full
Yep.
brake.
Yep, I had to do the same thing.
Yeah, so
the
I had to
other
crank
day.
up my I mean, which
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Which
one
isn't
of those
bad.
things, but
I had to mess with my throttle. I was only getting like 98%. I wasn't getting 100%.
oh,
fully
really?
down.
That's what I didn't have any trouble with
I had to
throttle.
change.
It was
I had
just
to adjust that a little bit.
See, I'm at 5% and 5% for brake and throttle.
oh yeah, like the dead zone.
Yeah.
Like I'm at 2% on my throttle, and
Yeah.
then fully maxed. I don't go 100% on the throttle. I do 95% on the throttle in game. That way, if I push it 100%, if it's all the way down, it's going to be all the way down because I've
Right.
given it the
Yeah, that's what I had to
that
do.
5% leeway.
Yep, I
at
had to
the
bring
top
it back.
end.
Yep. So I can get
I
that
think I
100.
only have on mine is like a 1% dead zone on my brake. That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, okay.
That is good.
And
I
everything
just
else
I've always
leave.
had it at 5 and 5, from the get go, and
Well, I did have it at 2 because my foot rests a little bit on the brake all the time. So I had it at 2, and that was fine. But now I had to crank everything up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
with the new brake.
hopefully I can get this thing
with the new
updated
brakes.
soon and
Yeah.
be interested
It'll
to
feel
find out
different,
what it's
hopefully.
like.
So
Yeah,
tell
well.
us about. So this is full week of racing with new rig, right, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are your opinions on full rig, better wheelbase, better brakes?
I'll start off by people listening that might have like a entry level Logitech or whatnot, like I had. You know what? It works. You don't have to go out of your way. It works. But if you got the time and money to put aside and buy, you want a full rig. You want a proper base. You want proper pedals because oh my fucking god, is it ever easy like to drive? It's not easy, but it's easy. Like the car is so much more handleability. Like you lose the car, you can just thank you, back, keep going. Where because you have the feedback for it properly. You have the stability to fight the feedback. The brakes, oh my god, just to be able to like roll on and off with the pressure a bit is like game changing. Um, it just it makes things so much easier. The car will just turn for me better, like with the braking and everything now. Like it's just smooth, and then you add all that onto VR that you literally now feel like you're in a car. You're not sitting in a chair. You're sitting in a car because everything is so locked in and firm. Nothing moves. It's just like you're in a car. It has that feel like if you're sitting in your car and you try to turn your steering wheel, you have that. No, you're not moving. The car doesn't really. It's harder. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, the resistance
everything
and
feels so. Yeah, like there's resistance there. Whereas if I'm just sitting with the Logitech, I'm just like, then I can just turn the steering wheel. There's a bit of feedback, but nothing serious at all. Whereas it feels like when you start the car and try to straighten your wheels when you're in the park, like you got that feel, what I mean, like that feedback feel, that
Weight.
resistance. It's
There's
just,
weight to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep,
it's amazing.
that's the biggest thing. That is the
You know.
biggest thing is you have weight
Yeah.
there.
I honestly never thought I would be getting to this point either. Like I thought, no big deal. I just use my Logitech, just buy a new one when I needed to. But, thanks to Jim to help start this steamrolling project, I took the money and it's probably for my sim racing stuff. It's the best investment ever, to upgrade and spend the extra money, like to do it all. It was well worth the spend. So.
Yeah. If you have the opportunity,
Yeah.
if you have the opportunity in space, do it.
Yes.
And
Do it.
Yeah.
maybe not this year.
Even
Maybe
with
we
my
want to wait
rig.
till next year.
Yep.
2025.
Yeah.
Trump 2025.
The nice
Hopefully,
thing,
Fanatec's still around.
this will
fuck.
slide off to the side.
Oh, boy.
My rig. It's not small, but it's not big.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I really wanted to, there's two little screw bolts I can take out. It'll split the rig in two, and I can tuck it off to the side anywhere. Like it compacts it really, really easy for mobility and that. So, like a rig doesn't have to be massive and take over your whole. Like you can semi downgrade it to move it, to store it, and stuff like that. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, take the time,
Well, again,
6
you can
months,
get
8
the
months,
chair
if it
that
takes you to
folds
save up.
and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, you want, I honestly thought about that, and Jim and my boss even said, like, you know what? Take the time, get something that's more solid, like those folding chair ones and stuff like that. There's too much movement to really have that enjoyability. Like it'll work, but it'll just you won't
yeah,
get
if you're
the
pressed on
Yeah,
space,
everything moves under you.
basically, if
Yeah.
space is an issue, that's always a good
Yeah.
alternative.
But
Yeah, and if you're running a G29, you're okay, or
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
923.
I think the play seat takes up to like 13 Newton meters, so like a DD Pro 8 will work on there.
If you're talking about the regular play seat that everybody gets, where
that
the
one
bar is
sucks
in the middle,
balls.
it will not. It doesn't even handle
The CSL Elite.
Yeah, so
that
that one, I
fucker
think they have
moved
a new,
around. Yeah,
I think
maybe
they have a
they've
new
got a new
upgraded one
one
that handles up to like 13
Well,
Newton meters.
Yeah, what I would say
torque.
is if something says it handles to so much, don't max it out. That's before it starts twisting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not that it won't move up to that; it will move. Like, you want, if it's going to be a 13, you want something that's maybe down to 5, 6 level at most, the kind of thing, before it's going to be out of your hands. I read a lot of reviews and looking at rigs and stuff like that, and that's what a lot of people said. Like, do not max the ability out, because if it's a 200-pound rig setup, don't be a 250er. You know what I mean? Like, shit's gonna be all over the fucking place on you. Like, I think, like, if you're gonna go with like a Fanatec or anything with some power to it, you're gonna want something that's super sturdy. And it might
Yeah, I
be a
mean,
little
me and
issue in
Jimbo are
space.
big
If you're
guys,
gonna
and we
save
have
space, yep.
the
If
Omega
your
Arts.
space is an issue, and you're gonna, what I mean, you want a space saver kind of thing, one of the collapsible, stick with something that's a little bit lesser feedback.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, don't overdo your spending on a big rig wheelbase if you're not going to put a good rig under it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, even what I had before, it was certified. It said you could put some direct drives on it. The one I had it was just a stand, but fucking my G29 would rip that thing all across the floor half the time.
I was gonna say, you put a podium on
even
that.
though it says
You
oh,
put
yeah,
a
you're
podium
fine.
on that.
Yeah.
And it was a
You're
six
just
ton.
you just hold on to the wheel, and that thing will spin around in circles. Like, it's just
Yeah,
not,
you'd be doing
it's not
cookies
the
in your
best.
living room.
Yeah. So you really have to balance the wheelbase to frame kind of thing. So, but yeah. Go big, go big.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I will say the art from GT Omega,
Mhm.
although it has some issues like missing hardware,
horrible
sometimes,
directions,
awful
missing
directions,
parts, not enough bolts.
not enough
screws.
bolts, definitely.
Damn.
I mean, those are some
You're
serious
gonna run Dave's
issues.
hardware. You're gonna run
Yes.
Dave's
Oh,
true value.
yeah.
And
You're gonna head down and go, I need a bolt. I need at least 4 of them. It will happen. Especially if you get the TV stand. If you get the TV stand, you definitely are going to have to get a different bolts package, because it doesn't come with shit.
so they'll send you abundance of shit, but half the shit you don't fucking need.
You don't need.
Yeah.
And it's funny you guys say that, because I got the GTR Simulator GTA model, and it came with everything except for a couple things, which turned out not a big problem anyways. But then I had an abundance of things I didn't need.
Yeah. And that's how the
same
GT
thing. It was
Omega
just
is.
like,
Oh, hey, wait a second. You wanted to actually mount your DD Pro to the chassis of the rig?
Yeah, no, we don't have the bolts for that.
Sorry, we don't have the
to
bolts
Ace
for that.
Hardware.
Well, you're going to have to go to Ace Hardware again. Oh,
I did.
okay. Yes, I went down. The closest hardware store to me is the Home Depot, so I had to go down to Home Depot and grab quite a few bolts.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, and since I've done a few other things, I've had to grab more bolts.
Yep.
Yeah. Now,
so that is the one drawback, but it's good for $400 or whatever the fuck I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $400, it was great. Yeah.
I got mine direct, and through Best Buy, direct from the manufacturer for like $4 and change. So it was nice and cheap too,
and free shipping.
And free shipping.
Yeah.
What?
Too,
oh,
so.
that's great.
Yeah, so for me it was a great deal. The only downside on this, I'll say, is the chair. It's still comfortable, but it's like the base feels like it's meant for like a 400-pound person, like with the biggest, widest ass in the world. And the back
What the
and
fuck's wrong with that?
Well, it may take another month
it.
before it like breaks into you and forms to you.
Yeah, it just like it's just so big, like for the bottom piece, it just seemed really large, and then the backing is like you sit in, it's fine. It's like, oh, it's meant for a small person, but it's like, then the base is like a giant fucking chair base kind of thing, like it. You know what I mean? It just feels weird because you don't.
Sounds comfortable to me.
Right.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be for you because like what the fuck? Is you be all squished in on the back, the way the backing,
on the back
back of
part.
the chair holds
Your
you.
ass would be
It
good.
would be too small for you. Yeah, but that's what I mean. So now my ass is kind of loose in there.
Right.
I can move around everywhere, but my back's all tight.
Mike, you probably fit in the seat I got from Amazon for cheap. That thing's comfy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
No, I
thing's
wouldn't.
comfy.
I would.
Yeah,
you
me and-
tiny-
me and
tiny
Jim
Yeah,
skinny
Jimbo
people.
and Todd would
Listen,
not.
we have to
Mike,
go down and buy. We've
Mike,
got to
you'd
buy a
fit.
love seat
and
and screw.
it's nice.
Love
The
seat.
old big and tall
it's great.
shop.
But yeah, when I got my seat, it was a little stiff. It
Yeah.
took some time
Yeah.
to
Takes a
break
little
in and
Yeah.
form
And-
fit.
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not stiff. You can sink into it. It's great. It's like, but it's just like your butt shifts around so much when you're really getting into it, right? Like I would expect a little bit kind of a, not say tighter feeling, but like the sides, the way they come up, that it kind of snugs you a bit more, like keeps your you know what I mean, keeps you from moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's more just like a big flat seat that you'd be in, like a regular car almost. It's not like like the seat back is like a racing seat, and then the base is just like here's a cushion.
Here's
you know
a
what
tip.
I mean? Like it just feels weird in general, but that's the only downside. It's still comfortable as fuck. I'll say that. It just, to me, it could be a little bit more into sizing proper.
Yeah.
Here's a tip for Todd. Buy a memory foam.
Oh.
A memory foam seat.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I got one for myself, especially. Well, I got it when we were going to do the Daytona 24, because I was like, I'm going to be spending an extreme amount
6
of
hours.
time
Yeah.
sitting in that. So I got a memory foam seat thing. I put it in there. I have not removed it. It is my seat. I can sit in this thing all day long, and my butt doesn't get that tight.
Hell yeah.
I got a big old butt, so it's very important. So, especially for you bigger guys, go down and get a memory foam seat cushion. Stick it in there. You're gonna have to readjust things just a little bit. It'll raise you up probably, but it's comfortable. It's very, very comfortable. I don't. Well, since we're recording early on this
Bailey's?
Monday, yeah. What do we got going on? Because we don't have much left.
Daily.
Coach Mike.
Coach Mike.
Oh, Coach Mike. The Coach Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. So Daily A taking us to Road Atlanta. Some kind of road car, comfort soft tires, could be an interesting
Probably
one.
the Ferrari or
Probably
Russ.
not.
Oh yeah,
could
probably.
be. You never know.
Comfort
You
soft.
never know. It could be SR killer
Ooh.
for sure. And skip
soft.
on to some more interesting stuff. Daily Race B is going to take us to, get this, Blue Moon Bay Speedway Infield A.
Huh.
Something
We
different.
haven't raced there in. Since Grand
Sport.
Or, yeah, I was gonna say Grand Sport. So that's
like
cool.
it's-
Finally, a little
yeah.
bit different. Okay, in.
Yep, raced mediums, and very good chance it will be Group 4.
Group 4. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a smaller track kind of thing, so it could
Cool.
be.
That
I'd
could
say
be
about
fun.
5 or 6 laps.
Yeah.
Some good
probably.
fun. Some good fun there, I think. Daily Race C is going to be Nürburgring Endurance. The hards and specifically implied race intermediates and wets with 2-time fuel and 2-time tire. So we're going to have probably about 4 laps.
Ooh, I would think 3.
Oh,
it-
fun,
it-
they did
for
4.
time.
Well, if
And they
it's
did-
8+ minutes a lap, or about that's 24 minutes for 3 laps.
Mhm.
Unless they make it a longer race, unless they make it a 45-minute race and do it on the hour.
They might do.
Because
I
then
think
if you
that's
add
right, they might do
rain,
that because that's what it
not,
was last
then it
time.
can be a 10 or 12-minute lap.
Right.
Okay,
Let's
so
think
you
two.
might be right. It might be 4 laps.
It's going to be the
So
longer
one race
one,
an
like
hour. Oh,
Or
that
they
would
do
be so
2.
exciting.
Or they do 2 laps and keep it at the half-hour mark.
That would suck.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they do that after I think they because every time they've done this with rain at Nürburgring, it's been a longer race, just because
Yeah,
of that.
I think
So
they
I
have
think
to
it's
make
going
it
to be
on the
back to the
hour.
longer format.
Ooh.
And that's a long race to begin with. A couple laps. People are going to want a little TV timeout kind of in between as well to get back into a race like that. The intensity of it, especially with rain. And I am definitely looking forward to that because I have been just hammering out laps on the Nürburgring.
Mike's ready.
If you hear in the
See,
background,
I hope they don't do too much rain.
if you
No,
listen
I
in
think
the
it's going to be a half
background,
and half.
Once
think-
every 4th race or something kind of deal, in my opinion.
Is that
that's
a baby or something in the background?
no, that's our. It's time for us to close alarm.
It's closing time.
Closing time.
All right.
But yeah, it should
You
be
know-
that should be a decent race.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah,
be,
the ring.
definitely.
Yep, the ring.
So
Hopefully it's not
somebody
rain.
said it's going to be like the Ferrari, the 911, the NSX are good cars in the rain.
Okay. The Ferrari's been feeling good. That's what I've been driving a lot out of most things.
Good.
Good
Apparently, a lot of
visibility.
people have. It's got no.
Still haven't driven that car in VR.
Oh, dude, do
Oh,
it.
it's actually good, Todd. It's really
Yeah,
good.
do
it is
really
a good one.
You can
I have
see-
Not a
See?
Ferrari guy.
Yeah, you are. Deep
I-
down, you
should-
are.
You should try it. It's
I should.
You should.
not bad.
Oh, real quick.
Go
Saw
for
a
it.
Maserati MC12 in like Nardo Gray.
Ooh.
Fighter. Dude, that car looks fucking
Really?
sick.
Right?
And then and then 2 minutes later, because I've never seen one, it was on the road driving. And then like 2 or 3 minutes later, saw like a Nardo Gray X5 M Series,
Oh.
like 23, 24.
Oh. Nardo with the
Colors.
blacked out badging.
So yes, dude,
Oh.
black. Every
Oh.
dude looked tight, tinted windows, dark. Dude looked fucking sick.
So
Both of them.
good.
I'm like, fuck, 2 Nardo Gray
Right.
cars that are
Car market's
one's
starting to
200
crash. Prices
one's
are
probably
coming down.
250,000. The other one's probably 100.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But dude, they look killer.
One more thing before we go. 2 hours almost up. It is putting the podcast in
Oh,
which
losing the
means I'm sorry about that. I was yawning.
By an
Yeah.
extreme.
Which either means
Uh.
go to Extreme Sim Racing and purchase something,
Yeah.
or we will need to get funds to continue this going some other way. We
Yeah.
do have a PayPal.
We'll get it figured out.
Also, tell your friends. I know
Yeah,
that
pass the
they're
word along.
the 30 or so people that on a regular. Tell your friends about us. Share it. Send it to people you know that like racing or that like just laughing. Because we would really like to continue doing, but it also costs us money to do this. It's not free.
not
We
free.
can't do this for free. So if
Yeah.
anything helps, if you want to know how about contact on PDX Sim Team's Instagram, or if you are friends with us on Discord, Instagram, or anywhere else, send us a message.
Live
Because
streams.
we want to keep doing this, but financially, it's not cheap.
No.
So
We not entertain you.
yeah. So with that, with our hat held out,
Head.
Yeah.
I can't.
hat and then head high with the.
I
we
can't afford
asked-
it. I just bought a sim rig.
Yeah, if anyone's in the market for a new sim rig and
we have
some
some
magic
more?
gear, Extreme Sim Racing. Click the
Yeah.
link down below.
It would be great.
Great
Everybody have a great
cockpits.
week.
Yep. Oh, real quick.
Yes.
Have you
We'll
guys
talk to you
seen the Nismo Z in person?
Have not. I've
Oh,
only seen a handful of Z's
dude,
in person.
the Nismo Z. I saw one in person. I took my van in for service at my local Nissan
They had
dealership.
one at the dealership.
They had one on the showroom floor.
What were they asking for it?
70, 69, like
Oh,
5.
they weren't marking it up like 10 over?
Yeah. I think I got to check the MSRP on that one. They had put a bunch of other shit
I think
on
that
it.
car, I thought it was 70.
Hey guys,
Yeah, I
we
think it
shouldn't be
is.
asking for money if you're looking at a.
No, I was servicing my work van. And when I was paying for my
Yeah,
$89 oil change, it was on the showroom floor, and I just looked at it. No.
You running synthetic in that bitch?
Woo! Oh, yeah.
You know, I could change.
Synthetic
you know,
and 92 in that gas tank, baby.
I'll tell you what. Next time you need it changed.
Oh, you guys only have 92? That's right.
Yeah. We're better than
next time-
California. California's
Yeah.
91. Ugh.
One. That's true.
Get that
That
piss
is
out of
true.
here.
Garbage.
You got 93.
93.
Ah.
Good stuff. And then
Get
if
the
it
good
is
Ethel,
in
you
the
still-
mobiles in Wisconsin are 91, but with no ethanol.
Oh.
So
Real fuel. All right, everybody.
Yep.
You have a great week.
good
Have a
night,
good one.
everybody. And on that bombshell.
There you
Good
go.
night.
Woo.
Good day. Good morning.
Bye.